All right, in today's video, I'm going to show you guys a defense that we've been using. It's a staple in the whole thing that we run. The full scheme breakdown is in the members area. So if you're not a member, become a member today. Get access to the full scheme, trips, tight end, wild trips, pats, gun bunch, big nickel, and this dollar defense. Now, what I like to do from time to time, people ask me, hey, do you run man defense or zone defense? And I'll tell you guys, every game is different on what I'm thinking as far as how I choose my defenses. Let's say I'm running cover 3 zone and it's not working too well. My man's just dotting us up. We'll start blending in the man variants, right? We'll start going into the man defense. But what I like to do is I like to come out in the cover 3 to see what my opponent can do. Now, I do man up a lot out of cover 3, but right now with this little format that I've been using out of big nickel, or even here in this cover 3 with cross 3 fire, cover 3 seam, I haven't really had to man a lot of people up because you just don't have a lot of time. So I try to take the quick reads away and leave them no time to make deeper reads. Now, when they're able to pick up those blitzes and I can't really stay in that cover 3 because they're running a clear out with the corner and they're, you know, corner routes or whatever, we'll switch to a defense like this. And it's won me a lot of games by making this small adjustment on the defensive side. So as far as the personnel goes, now, mind you, if you're new to the channel, we're 37-0, finally beat my record of my win streaks, and I'm gonna keep going. It's just I take my time now, man, because I don't want to rush into it, man. I want to try to get as far ahead as I can. But you want to put safeties in these linebacker positions. We want to go ahead and put Von Miller back here. Now, it's your choice if you want to leave White in there or not. If you look at his ratings, I don't think his man rating is that good, but as far as the zone, probably ideal to keep him. Let's look at that real quick, because for those of you guys that don't look at your depth charts, man, it is very important that you do so you understand the ratings behind it. Okay, so let's just go to White. I want to see maybe things have changed here. Oh, you know, he's decent. Oh, he's decent. Why is he getting cooked most of the time? But his zone defense is better than his man, right? So I typically leave him in there as far as the zone, but let's see his speed as opposed to like Jackson. See, Jackson is 74, 76, but let's look at, man, maybe we've just been wrong about this guy, but he's been letting us down a lot. This is why we moved him. He's 91 speed, not bad. I just don't know why he plays the way he plays, okay? It's weird, but he's better in the zone, okay? It's just a weird thing. I don't know. The stats say otherwise, but who knows? Anyway, so the name of the player right here is, if you can find it here, the cover 2 man linebacker blitz. You have several options, okay? Remember that we put these guys in those positions. Now, what I'm gonna do, cornerback matchups by speed, and I'm gonna go ahead and put my flats already to about 25. Let's go 25, because you wanna stop corner. Let's do 30, because we wanna stop the corner routes. We don't wanna get cooked by the corner routes. However, if you're gonna run this defense as your base, you don't wanna use the flats just yet. You wanna force your opponent, and I'll show you what I mean. We'll just run verticals. You wanna force your opponent to beat you over the top with this defense. Now, what I'll do is I will use the running back, the guy that's on the running back, or I'll use the blitzer. Now, if you want more pressure, use the guy that's manned up to the running back, and then you have to follow the running back around. But what we want to do is we want to repress this defense, wire triangle left stick down for a repress, and then shade underneath, wire triangle right stick down for underneath. Now you want to bring your deep halves back over here, okay? I don't know why they do that now. You want to bring them out a little bit more, and then that's it. That's pretty much it. That's the base play. The reason we bring those deep halves out like that is so that the outside receivers, they'll get above your matchups, and these deep zones will try to make a play. So here's what I mean. I'm gonna pinch the D-line, crash them down, okay? That's the next thing. That's the last thing you wanna do, crash them down. And then you can just stand up here and worry about the running back. But let me try to make a read here, like this. So like we go over here, X, right? Boom, we're in the way. And everything has to go over the top like that, because underneath, if we go to instant replay, if you reshade and do what I'm telling you guys, these guys will play underneath the routes, okay? You see this guy's already getting cooked. I could have thrown this to the tight end. However, if you got good zone breaking defenders, you can actually stop that. So we know that this is a mismatch. Once you see this one time, understand that this is going to be your priority, your tight ends, because remember what I've told you guys in previous videos, the tight ends, as far as getting open versus the man defense, are going to be your best option. You would think it's the receivers, but you got to understand that they have cornerbacks that are the same. And typically these guys, the tight ends, just outperform against man defense. This is why you want to utilize your tight ends more than anybody else. And this is going to be probably more consistent than not. Yeah, there's times he's going to get locked up and clamped up, but for the most part, he's gonna get open a lot. And the routes that I would recommend you use against a defense that I'm doing right there is an out route with your tight end to the sideline. Okay, so like Pat's Y out, perfect play that I use in the Wild Trips Pats, the full scheme in the members area. Comes outside, okay, and he gets that leverage because they're underneath. Then he gets outside, and then I can either high point this up depending on where the leverage is, or he's wide open. I just throw it to the sideline on pass lead. So either the high point this way or the pass lead toward the sideline. Okay, so that is the base setup. Okay, press, reshade underneath, pinch, crash, move this guy. Why are they moving so slow, bro? And then you can either utilize this guy. Now, if the quarterback is going to be a runner, you can actually use wrap as a spy. This is also going to help you with the running back going on a little hitch. So if I snap the ball and I don't cover the running back, the spy is in there, can try to make a play. You know what I'm saying? Now, you see that right there was a choice route. He was open on that side. This is where the zone drops come into play. Now, what we want to do is we do not want to press. We're going to shade over the top. Wire triangle right stick for over the top. Now we want to take Poirier, right? We want to select him and put him on a curl flat and put this guy on a curl flat. Shade down, shade up. What's going to happen here is we'll start at curl flats. We'll shade down, turns into hard flats, but we don't want that because everybody play underneath, you'll get smoked over the top. We go ahead and reshade over the top. Now they turn into cloud flats. And remember, our cloud flats are set to 30, right? So what does this mean? We already know that, okay, the tight ends in this game will do numbers. We pinch here, we'll go ahead and put a spy here, or we can go ahead and just reman up the running back. So now we can float wherever we want. And we want to pay attention to the tight ends. Your main focus when you're running man defenses, and I see a lot of people struggle with, is they're not prioritizing the tight ends if you're running man defense because they cook, right? So let's just assume Hamlin, I'm chasing the tight end, but let's just see now with everything that's going on, you'll notice that it's the tight end. But look at the Y route. If I tried to hit the Y route, we have that cloud flat there set at 30, and he's there to make a play on a crosser, on a corner route, anything like that. So let's go ahead and pick a corner route now so I can show you guys exactly why this is going to be brutal versus the corner routes. We're going to pick the same defense. Let's go ahead and go bunch, and we can run like bunch trail, okay? And this is tricky because I'm going to show you guys how to defend the bunch trail within this formation, okay? So we're not going to press. We're going to shade over the top, cloud flat, okay? We'll go ahead and man up the running back, boom, like this, pinch, crash down, or contain, whatever you want to do. I recommend pinch down, crash, and then force them to run outside. And then when they start running outside, you set contains to really throw them off, and that's just going to help you. Okay, remember to shade down, shade up, so your hard flats turn into cloud flats, and we have them set. Now you can actually cheat a little bit and bring them out here yourself. So let's see what happens. Who's the corner route on offense? Is the RB route. Let's see how this guy plays it. There he goes, this way, and the corner route's not going to work. Now, the play that is going to work, since we have double cloud flats, is going to be that post. Let me come back to instant replay. It's not letting me. It's laggy. Let's look at this post here. You have an all-star wide receiver. There he goes. You're going to get cooked for the most part, okay? So, what do? If we're playing against the bunch, all right? We're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to pinch, crash. We'll go ahead and man up this guy. We're going to go ahead and shade over the top, put this guy on a curl flat. But this guy right here, we're going to put on inside third, okay? So like this. Force him to run a streak. We can even back up off X. So if he tries to streak us, we'll be over the top. And if he tries to post us, we'll be on the middle third. Okay. And now we have our cloud flats at the 30. Only way he's going to beat you with this defensive setup right here, the only way he's going to beat you is underneath mesh concepts. Okay. So we have to play it like chess, right? Because we don't know. Maybe he wants the corner. But let's look at everything that's assuming we're guarding the middle of the field. There goes X, there goes RB. Everything that he's looking for deep is clamped up, and that's what we want. Okay. Just wanted to make this quick video for you guys so you can see it, but you'll notice that if we come over here, we'll have the post, the inside third, we have over the top coverage. He cuts on the post, inside third's there. We have our 30-yard cloud flat for the corner route. And if you have a really good zone defender, like knockouts and stuff like that, it'd be perfect for this guy right here because he's in the zone and he could be in the way, and that's money. As far as underneath, this is going to be your job. Remember that there are trail routes right here. You have the tight end. Remember, in man defense, you want to look for this guy to guard most of the time. Sometimes it'll be this guy, but for the most part, it's always going to be your tight ends that you have to prioritize as far as your user, because this is where you get cooked. But let's just assume that when you're guarding this play, this is the route you'll be paying attention to. You'll let the drag go, okay? You'll probably just let the drag go. You want the tight ends because this is going to be RNG. This is going to be like mad RNG. You're either gonna get locked down or you're gonna get where they get separation and you have to take the L somewhere. You can't cover everything in this game, right? But you can make it very hard for your opponent. Now, once you take that away, you can come back and you can play underneath coverage. You can put these guys over the top. And let me show you what I mean by that. This would be another setup. I won't press, I'll shade over the top, right stick over the top, and then I'll put this guy like a hook curl, bring him here, and then I'll put this guy on the inside third or a cow flat. So we're trying to hold the corner routes we can. If we want to play underneath, we just put him on a curl flat and set these to 5, right? If we want that underneath. But if we want to guard the top, then we go down and then up for cloud flat, right? So it just depends on how you want to play it. We'll go ahead and remat up this guy on the same side, and then we'll use this guy at QB contain. So let's just say, okay, he saw that we pinched the D line. Now we're gonna QB contain. We have the hook curl there to help us kind of on a whatever route. But you see that the X route, you want to be careful versus bunch trail because of that deep post, and that's why I love the offensive play so much. But I just showed you guys how to defend it. Make sure you drop a like on today's video. Use these adjustments. They are goated. Drop a like. Love you guys, man. Peace.